Hi students, welcome to Fall 2023. Welcome to our program. We have a certificate program and an associate degree program in English or Spanish interpreting translations. So welcome. There is a module that explains the requirements for the certificate and for the associate degree. So I really encourage you to look into that, especially for those of you that are coming into the class who are already a bachelor's or a master's degree. So for the most important thing for you to do to get ready for this class is to start taking the Canvas orientation, and that is going to show us a Canvas course in your Canvas. That is already open. You don't need to wait till the first day of classes because this Canvas course does not open until August 21st. But your Canvas orientation, you could start navigating and learning if you are new to Canvas. Okay, so I highly encourage that. Also, please make sure that you download your Canvas app on your smartphone. Students benefit tremendously when they have the Canvas app. They can check their grades. They can not miss participating in discussion, which is really my pet peeves when students really miss those easy points just by expressing their feelings or we touch upon a lot of emotional issues or what are their opinions on the issues that we're dealing with when it comes to bilingualism and disparities and so forth. So please make sure you participate in those discussions. They are required as part of any online course for student engagement and teacher to student engagement. Okay, so please make sure you download that. And also, something very helpful is for you to download the Pronto app for student engagement. That is how we could, it's not mandatory, it's optional, but you can really benefit tremendously. There's a lot of students that are very active on campus, and they let you know activities that are taking place, scholarships, events, jobs, volunteer positions. So this is like a private chat for just this class. Once you download the Pronto app, it's also going to show you your other classes in case you also want to communicate something to your other classes. The question that always students ask is if they need to be fluent, because I have all levels of students in the class. I have those of you that are very fluent in Spanish, and then I have those of you that are more fluent in English. So I recommend that you take a class, either or. If you're very fluent in Spanish and need to build your English skills, please take an English class and the other way around. Because this is not a Spanish class. Here, you're supposed to already be advanced in writing and being able to your terminology, your easiness with the transitioning from English to Spanish, and vice versa. You need to have that already to be successful in this class. So again, we will only review grammar just as a refresher, both grammar rules in English and grammar rules in Spanish, but this is not being taught as a class. You are going to be expected to write English to Spanish and Spanish to English translation, also practice some consecutive and simultaneous interpreting. So very quickly, let me go over the course description. So business and Spanish and English bilingual skills are required for interpreters and translators to provide professional interpreting and translating services to business, government, and education. So we're going to touch upon different industries, and education is one that we spend 3 weeks on, the same for government, for legal, and then business, we're going to talk about some of the translations for education or some nonprofits as well. Topics include proper translation and communication of industry terminology forms. An individualized educational plan, for those of you that are not aware, is the special education plan for K to 12 for students that are on special education. And that's what most of the translators do at the school district. So we'll equip you, we will familiarize you with all the process in case you want to consider going into that field. We'll talk about social media, marketing, advertising, presentations, government documents, your professional role as an interpreter, as well as the standards and your code of ethics. And again, fluency in Spanish, highly, highly recommended. The student learning outcomes, I will go over those in your syllabus review video, because you do have a very short syllabus quiz when you start the course. So more on that in the syllabus review video that I'm going to post in the Canvas course the very first week of school. So here In the syllabus, you can click and you can find the syllabus in Word doc and also as a PDF. You can do here the accessible course syllabus, use the immersive reader if you would like to have it read to you. And then also very important, and which I review in the syllabus review video, a separate video where I go over the assignments and some of the expectations. Most importantly are the dates. The dates are very important because they change every semester. So please make sure that you go over them. What is the last day to drop? What is the last day to drop without a W, with a W? When is the last day for me to get a refund in case I decide that I want to drop this class? So make sure you know those dates. Also very important is that the first week you need to participate in every week in your discussions. Those are mandatory. You need to participate in discussions because for every online course it is required. That's how students have student to student engagement and also interactions and teacher and student interactions because I gave you feedback. So that's really my pet peeve when students do not participate in discussions and it's an opportunity they lose a lot of points. So make sure you do that. And the first week, whoever doesn't participate in the discussion per directive of my business division, because our department, business application and technology, is under the business division, I have to drop all the students that do not participate in discussion the first week or do their assignments. So make sure if you want to stay in this class that you do please participate in the assignments. Also, one of the reasons for doing that is because there's fraud is increasing, so we have a lot of bots. So just make sure, which means just a lot of fake accounts of students that, well, fraud that are not real students, right? So we want to make sure that we screen and we get rid of all those fake accounts. So make sure you participate so you do not get dropped the second week. Having said that, I welcome you again, and I'm really looking forward for those of you that are taking a few of the classes for the program. Talk to me, let me know. We always want to work with students. I have an open door policy online. I can meet with you office hours. But let's keep the line of communication open. And in the syllabus, I go about which is my preferred way of communication and show you more about the navigation here in the course. But for now, I just want to welcome you. I'm really looking forward to having you in the class, to learning from each and every one of you. And one thing that I really it excites me is that some of the students, the majority of the students, come into the course with already something plan for them what it is that they want to do, and at the end of the course once they have explored a couple of industries, they venture into a completely different field. So I want you to think out of the box and keep an open mindset and learn from, even if you do not have this mindset like, oh well, I don't want to go into education, why should I learn that? Well, you might change your mind once you learn what is that process. So we want to give you different options, different opportunities to explore what's out there in the interpreting and translating field, which is growing. So welcome, and I look forward to meeting you soon.